what were considered disparaging remarks about President Bush. They were just speaking their mind. Well, there was an uprising, including some very serious threats. Tonight, we have some new details on just how serious those threats were. It's fascinating, and that's coming up in just a couple of minutes.
Could have been a very dangerous situation. Luckily, nothing happened too serious. Also, AJ, parents have a lot of decisions to make. Among them, if they want to name their baby Lou Dobbs, I guess.
That's weird.
There's a contest out now that if you name your baby Lou Dobbs, you win a prize. And we're going to have the details on that. We love him.
Right.
We do love Lou.
We love Lou.
Okay, but first, when you want to find out what your favorite celebrity is up to, you might pick up a magazine or, of course, tune into Showbiz Tonight. But what's got a lot of Hollywood publicists shaking in their designer boots is the web. A whole bunch of celebrity blog sites have been popping up and dishing out gobs of juicy gossip. So where do they dig up all this dirt, and is any of it really true? Here's CNN's Kira Phillips for Showbiz Tonight.
Approaching a red-lighted Olympic. She's going to make the left onto Olympic, but it's going to take her a minute or so. We're about 5 cars back at the light. She ran the light. Oh, God, man. Okay, we're making the left now.
It's 2:30 in the afternoon, and Ben is closing in on Angelina.
She's going to do the right on Beverly Glen. It's going to be a South Beverly Glen. We always try to follow as discreetly as possible, but the dynamic changes a little bit when the subject knows that you're following.
I'd say right now the hot photos is Brad and Angelina. You can't pick up a magazine. Every cover they're on now.
It's these hot celebrity photos and the world's obsession with them that sends the paparazzi and the press chasing Angelina. People magazine scored a coup when it broke the Brad and Angelina baby news. On the cover, an exclusive photo of a visibly pregnant Jolie.
I think they come to People magazine because we are fair, we're honest, we're straightforward, and let's not forget we're the biggest. So we form relationships with these people.
People paid big bucks to one of Angelina's favorite charities for the exclusive photos, but donations or not, People usually lands the best access to the stars.
That's where the publicists go to break information. They go to People because they know that People will be hands-off and really sweet to them once they give them the information.
Celebrity magazines depend on publicists for access to movie stars.
They're the gatekeepers. Nice. So we have to have a very special relationship with them, and that relationship has to be one of trust. When a publicist stops trusting you, you can kiss that celebrity goodbye. And more important, you can kiss the entire stable of celebrities goodbye. Because if you piss off Ken Sunshine, not only are you not going to get Ben Affleck, you're not going to get Leo DiCaprio, you're not going to get Justin Timberlake, and so on and so on.
Bye, thanks.
The thing about publicists is we have a very long memory.
It's great.
If someone has burned us in the past, it's pretty hard to erase.
Gossip blogger Mark Lisanti could care less about burning a publicist.
I'm sure I have pissed off plenty of publicists in my day.
Unlike the glossies, an exclusive with a celebrity is the last thing on his mind.
We're not dependent on access at all, so we're a lot more comfortable taking shots at them because we're not going to get an interview yanked by a publicist. We're not worried about Joe Simpson coming in and kicking down the door.
From a computer in his small Los Angeles apartment, 31-year-old Lisanti heads up Defamer.com. It's one of hundreds of blogs devoted to snarky Hollywood gossip.
It's just a different way of kind of looking at the entire world of Hollywood and celebrity. And not everybody's going to want to read it in this packaged way that it's being presented to them, so we'll present it with more of a humorous slant, a satirical look at it. The best known thing that we've done on the site was this video montage of Tom Cruise's now incredibly infamous appearance on Oprah when he jumped on the couch. Tom Cruise shows up to talk about the new love in his life, then immediately starts wrestling with Oprah. I think it was the best 2 or 3 falls that day. He won them all.
Defamer's sarcastic and often hilarious approach has made it one of the most successful gossip sites on the web. Bloggers like Lisanti scour daily trades for scoops, get tips from well-placed sources.
So, good to see you.
And on occasion, grab a power lunch with an industry insider. Out of the cramped kitchen of his New York City apartment, 22-year-old David Houslave runs another popular gossip site, Jossip.com. Breaking news stories like the Nick and Jessica split the day before Thanksgiving gave him a jump on the traditional celebrity media.
You had the celebrity weeklies had already gone to press, and then, you know, the teams at Access Hollywood and Entertainment Tonight had to cancel their Thanksgiving plans, rush back to the studio, and it turned their lives into hell. Luckily for people like us, we can blog from anywhere. We can be at home sipping eggnog by the fire and still write the story.
But publicists complain gossip bloggers don't always get their facts straight.
I think some of the time they go overboard. They make no bones about the fact that they're going to be snarky and they're going to just reprint things that may have no source.
We're not afraid to put something up there that isn't fact-checked out, you know, that's just a rumor. But the trick is not to claim that we think it's, you know, the Bible.
With rumors fueled by tabloids and blogs, publicists now have less control over access, and that means they're in danger of losing power.
There are magazines out there and clearly websites out there who will write whatever they like regardless of what a publicist does. There are many people who don't care if the celebrity is going to be talking. They just want to read delicious dish on a website about somebody.
Only an idiot would ignore the dynamic that blogs are creating. It's an answer to something that the public's thirsty for, which is that sort of up-to-the-minute, last-second breathing bit of information that they've just got to know.
The blogs are not competition in that they're ever going to get a celebrity or ever going to break a story that, you know, that we hope to break. That may change down the road. Actually, the writing on some of these blogs is genius. I mean, these people should be writing scripts in Hollywood.
Lisanti hopes his clever commentary might someday land him a Hollywood deal. But until then, he continues to poke fun at the celebrity world.
If you hadn't heard, blogs are big. There are about 27 million of them out there. That was CNN's Kira Phillips for Showbiz Tonight. Be sure to catch more of Kira's special CNN Presents, Chasing Angelina, Paparazzi and Obsession. The paparazzi sets its sights on Angelina Jolie, and you're along for the ride. That's this Saturday and Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, only on CNN.
Well, tonight we have some shocking new information about the threats that the Dixie Chicks faced after lead singer Natalie Maines made disparaging remarks about President Bush. As it turns out, one of those death threats was so specific and so serious, the police actually got involved. Now, back in 2003, Maines told a London audience that the band was ashamed that the president was from their home state of Texas. Well, the band got lots of threats after that, but in an interview with 60 Minutes, the band says one in particular stood out. Banjo player Emily Robeson says, quote, "There was one specific death threat on Natalie. It had a time, had a place, had a weapon, I mean everything. You will be shot dead at your show in Dallas." Very, very powerful indeed. The band says that the FBI and the Texas Rangers were brought in. They actually got police escorts to and from the stage, and they said it was very, very surreal. But the threat hasn't made them shy away from controversy at all. In fact, just the other night, Showbiz Tonight was right there as the Dixie Chicks performed their new song, Not Ready to Make Nice, live for the very first time. Now, this is a song that deals with the band's state of mind 3 years ago, or 3 years rather, after the controversy and the threats. Maines tells 60 Minutes that they're not going to change their style just to make some country music fans happy, because they're not politicians, they're musicians. When I caught up with the band the other night, Emily Robeson told me, speaking your mind, all part of being American.
I'm just glad it's changing. You know, I mean, I'm glad that there's not this whole state of fear in our country anymore, and that people are able to speak out for whatever reason. You know, that there is a dialogue now. You know, we got caught in a very bad time in our country, and I'm just glad it's changed.
For more about the Dixie Chicks, you can watch their interview with Steve Croft. It happens this Sunday on 60 Minutes.
Okay, something a lot of you hate about going to the movies could be coming to a stage near you. I'm sorry to say, that's next. Plus, we've also got this.
I believe that there's an immigrant out there. There are many immigrants out there who would willingly and lovingly name their baby Lou Dobbs.
Tonight, name your baby after our buddy and CNN anchor Lou Dobbs and win valuable prizes. Well, it's not a new game show, but it does have to do with the battle over illegal immigrants.
Plus, Angelina Jolie, Brooke Shields, Reese Witherspoon, all of them are